Hey everybody, this is Beast. Welcome back to my channel. I'm back on my big old bust again today. Could artificial intelligence actually steal your job? Could it actually eliminate the job that you like to do the most? Could it replace your career? So throughout this video, I'm going to be talking a little bit about artificial intelligence and what I've experienced in the last decade. Ever since Windows surfaced, ever since computers started becoming to light, and from my past experiences watching the evolution of artificial intelligence. Now, it's really difficult to say, will artificial intelligence take over? It's difficult also to say, will artificial intelligence turn out to be like Terminator, Judgment Day? No. So, artificial intelligence becomes smarter as we teach it becomes smarter. When Alexa or Siri first started off, they weren't smart. They weren't intelligent. There wasn't enough information put in. When Google started, it wasn't smart. There wasn't enough information fed into the search engine. It's just like the Bing search engine. So let's kind of rewind back a little bit and maybe give you a better understanding of what artificial intelligence really is. So let's say you wanted to make, I got it. So let's say back in the 80s, you wanted to make a flashlight. Hey, this is a small little pen flashlight that I use all the time. Now, back in the 1970s, back in the 1980s, these would be machined. These would be put basically on a metal lathe, and they would be spun, and a tool would be used to cut. Those would be pretty much called, it's not a CNC machine, it is actually it's just a screw machine. And it's being put in, it's being used as a lathe, it'll be spun. These little grips that are on here, if it shows it on the camera, the little grips on there are also machined. The little plunger to turn it on and off probably wouldn't have existed. It would have probably been a switch up here at the top. So everything that has to be done had to be machined. Each and every single little part had to be machined, and it could be good up to 7/16,000 of an inch, which it worked. I mean, thousands of products to be made have been made on basically screw machines. Greenlee and I can't remember the other name of the most popular ones. I worked at a screw machine shop. And then if you need to have the metal hardened, it would be sent to heat treating, and then against final assembly. Leatherman's a perfect example of that. Now, as you progress and computers started becoming more popular, you started getting into CNC machines. CNC machines, you just basically program it in, and it creates a higher quality product. With a screw machine, you didn't have that high of a quality product, but you had somebody that came around often, checked the specs to make sure everything was back in order. And it would take a matter of seconds before that machine is taken down, and new tools and dives and drill bits and this machine cleaned, whatever the case may be. So it goes into a computer automation. So you put in for your CNC, gives you a higher quality product, possibly a faster output, and then you go into another evolution of a screw machine or a CNC, and it has lasers to be able to detect, laser eyes to be able to detect the product while it's being made. So that means every single product that's coming out of that screw machine or CNC machine has been inspected, and anything that, falls below specs or a certain amount, let's say, they say they don't want more than 1/10,000 pieces to be rejected. And all of a sudden, they have 2 out of 9,000 that have been rejected, and the machine shuts down and the technician comes and fixes it. And then the next evolution of a CNC machine, or artificial intelligence, now don't forget, as we're going, and we program and plot these things into a CNC machine, the machine gets smarter because of all the data that's been put in. So that's the same thing with like computer artificial intelligence art. And then all of a sudden everybody goes thumbs down, it learns. It's just like a production machine that makes sandwiches. And the weights are off, and we all keep plugging the information in, and it gets smarter. It's just like computer diagnostics with a car. So could artificial intelligence actually take over many jobs and many careers? I would say it would possibly take over the labor-intense part, but there still has to be somebody that can be able to monitor what the outcome or what the product is. So could artificial intelligence take over? I'd say it could, in certain aspects. But could it be more popularized and put a lot of people out of work? Again, I would say yeah. But artificial intelligence still has a long way to go before it reaches a higher peak, because the human race is not smart enough to get to that next peak. I can't go and sit down on at my computer and then say, hey Alexa, give me full blueprints of the Starship Enterprise with all working pieces and all working parts. And I want all the blueprints for everything. Can I have it tomorrow? It won't happen, because the technology hasn't been invented yet. When it's been invented and it's been put through the computers and put into production and mankind accepts it, then yep, it's going to happen. But until we know what the technology is to put into that computer, it ain't going to exist. But in certain aspects, it will. I would say something so simple as an airbrush artist that would do wild graphics and wild designs on cars. Could I get better with artificial intelligence? Absolutely. I mean, we already do it when we go into Photoshop, when we go into GIMP, when we go into paint programs and scale it up and shrink it back down and make the image sharper. All we're doing is clicking buttons to make our design come out better. That's artificial intelligence. So it can actually enhance your job, but in the meantime, it still needs people to make it work. So, what do you guys think? What do you guys think about this? What do you think about artificial intelligence? Do you think in the next 20 years, artificial intelligence will take over all kinds of jobs? Or do you think it's probably going to be about the next 100 or the next 500 years? Now, before you answer that, take a quick look at like a sci-fi cartoon, The Jetsons. And that is pretty much a good example of artificial intelligence taking over jobs. Probably the best one that you could possibly come up with. So, take a quick look at that. Drop me a comment in the comment section below. Hey, please subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell. Tell your friends and family. I'd like to have a little bit of, maybe get noticed a little bit. I don't know. I'm just having fun making videos. Until next time, keep on walking. Keep on walking, walking, walking.